My dear, dear friends, I humbly invite you to compare and contrast. Alright, so hot on the heels of my segment last week about the City and County Councillor in Limerick, Eliza O'Donnell, calling the guards on a group, a smallish group of praying Catholics who were praying outside the church in the street. We have another story today, a similar theme. This happened in Athlone, and it happened just a few hours ago, where the Gardai came into a church. There was what looks like a few people there, a big church, big high roof, a big space. What looks like a very small group of people there, older people. They were, I believe, hearing confession or praying in some way. But have a look at this, and this is going to be like in school. There's going to be a compare and contrast. We're going to watch two situations, and then I want you to compare and contrast and do your own deliberations as to what you think of it all. But here we go. Roll it there, Colette. We've got the first segment here is from Athlone.
What's your name, Gardai?
So as you can see, Gardai are...
You're more than welcome to them.
This is
We're
verboten.
here practicing our faith.
Look at that poor old woman there. My heart goes out to that woman. That's the thing about the Dublin 4 wokeists in that are running the place now. They have no comprehension. They just don't seem to understand how important faith is to this generation. They don't get it, or they don't care, or both. I sometimes think they just want these people to shuffle off because they're a bloody nuisance, whilst they carry on speeding their gender-neutral, transgender toilets and schools and various different progressive things. To these people, this old woman, she is the past. And the sooner the past is gone and forgotten, the happier they'll be.
Nobody went to the Black Pits Mosque in Dublin, did they? Nobody went to the Black Pits Mosque in Dublin.
He's referring there to an incident that happened a few weeks ago, which was floating around the Ethernet. It didn't get a whole lot of traction. I think it got a bit on the Joe Duffy show, where there was reportedly quite a large attendance at a mosque in Dublin City. And despite numerous attempts by the neighbours to alert the Gardai, the guards, to this event, it would seem no Gardai were available to attend. And they did show up once everybody had left. I think that was the general gist of things. But as you can see here, no problem getting to attentive Gardai to this very dangerous gathering.
I said Black Pits Mosque in Dublin.
Okay, I'm a guard here in Athlone.
Yeah.
I can't go anywhere in Dublin.
Yeah.
That's where I'm okay. So, just...
What chance has he got? He's just there saying a few prayers. It's probably the highlight of his week. And it's probably his faith in these crazy days of the health crisis. His faith is probably a huge part of his ability to go on. Maybe he hasn't seen his family, his friends. Maybe he's living alone. Really? Is this is this right? Is this a proper use of Garda time? Is this a proper use of the state's resources? These people here, it looks like there isn't that many of them, and they're certainly distant as far as I can see. They could just all head up the road to Tesco or Lidl or Aldi and do exactly the same. Okay, put their masks on, and they could just do exactly what they're doing there in the fruit and veg aisle. That would be perfectly legal. Yet somehow this is utterly illegal. It's I don't know. Anyway, that's clip 1. Here we have the second segment, and this is from Canada, and it happened on Easter, I believe, where there was a Polish pastor conducting a mass or service or whatever, and similarly the Canadian police decided that it was verboten and decided to come in and basically shut the thing down. So roll it there, Colette.
Please get out. Get out of this property. Immediately get out. Get out of this property immediately. Out. I don't want to hear anything. Out of this property immediately. I don't want to hear a word. Out. Out. Out of this property immediately until you come back with a warrant. Out. 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 Out of this property. Immediately out. Immediately go out and don't come back. I don't want to talk to you. Not a word. Out of this out of this property. Immediately out. I don't care what you have to say. Out. Out. Out of this property, you Nazis. Out. Out. Gestapo is not allowed here. Immediately, Gestapo is not allowed. Out. Do you understand English? Get out of this property. Go. So go. Go. And don't come back without the warrant. Out, Nazi. Out. Out. You understand? Nazis are not welcome here. Out. And don't come back without the warrant. Do not come back without the warrant. You understand that? You're not welcome here. Nazis are not welcome here.
Well, that was a different tenor to the whole thing, different pitch. Yes, a tale of two churches. You see, you have to understand that the Poles have a, if you like, a fresher take on the whole religious persecution thing, having quite recently, in historical terms, extricated themselves from the former Soviet Union and communism. They have a very focused and a very fresh concept of religious persecution, and in recent living memory, possibly for this pastor even, this kind of thing was the norm across the whole Soviet Union. So in Ireland we had our own history of the penal laws and going back hundreds of years of religious persecution and everything that went with that. But it's a lot more historic, say, than the Polish experience. And is that the reason for the difference? I don't know. Is it right? Is it wrong? You make up your own mind on that. I mean, we have laws, and as that guy alluded to in the first clip, would the Athlone situation have happened in that way? Would it have happened at all if it had been a mosque? Would it have? Would the Gardai have intervened, or would they have thought maybe let it slide, as they're might be a possibility of having a mob baying for justice outside the Athlone Garda station later on. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. You judge for yourself.